Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. A Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 star has revealed the truth about her shocking and seemingly risque comment to Jonathon Johnson. During Bachelor in Paradise Season 10, Episode 3, after the Golden competitors arrived, April, who began her journey in Jerry Turner's Golden Bachelor season, and Jonathon, who finished third in Jen Tran's Bachelorette season, were seen saying their goodbyes. April instructed Jonathon, "Second door on the right. If you need me." Jonathon was astonished by what she said and later informed Parisa Shifta and Brian Otts about it. April developed a connection with Jacqueline Choney and even kissed him a few times, but she gave Jonathon her rose at the rose ceremony because he had no relationships with any of the younger competitors. April revealed in an interview with Extra, shared on Instagram, that her flirty comment to Jonathon was not what it appeared to be on the show. She replied, "I'll tell you, I didn't say what he heard. I was referring to something from Peter Pan. Which was, second star to the right, straight through until daybreak. That's where you can find me." April added, "So when I saw that on the screen, I was like, is that what he thought? Typical males. Men, 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 men. I was going to spank him. Not in a positive way. I'm like, second star to the right, straight on until morning. That's where you can find me. I'm a fairy." April also shared why she was inspired to give Jonathon her rose during the rose ceremony. She stated, "When I was standing there looking at all the men, I'm quite intuitive. I didn't really sense that my genuine love, my adored, who isn't a specific age, doesn't have a certain look, but he wasn't there." April then explained why she decided to give Jonathon the rose. She said, "And I just felt, I have this rose. I own this power. What can I do with it that's beneficial? And then I saw poor Jonathon, who is, like, pouting." April went on, "And then my teacher/guidance counselor stepped in, and I thought, I'm going to give this kid another chance to find love. There will be more folks arriving. And I'm still in, so I may meet more individuals." April concluded by expressing she was delighted she had given Jonathon her rose. She stated, "So it was a win-win situation until I saw Jesse and some of the other people go," gasps. Laughs. "Then I thought, what did I do? But I am still glad I did it. I am still joyful." April's explanation for her comment to Jonathon hints that the Bachelor in Paradise producers edited the tape to fit what Jonathon believed he heard. In the episode, she plainly said, "Second door to the right," rather than star, but the franchise's producers have been known to leave out or even change people's statements in order to fit their storyline. Whatever April's reply was, Jonathon clearly misinterpreted the intent behind it. However, it made for entertaining television, as many fans had been wondering if any of the younger and golden participants would have a romantic relationship. April's flirtatious behavior with Jonathon the next day, when she pretended to be a cat and purred into his chest, suggested a bond between them. In addition, Jonathon stated in one of the Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 games that he had once hooked up with someone 25 years older than him, making a relationship between him and April seem plausible. I believe April's allegation that there was more to the story of her seeming flirtation with Jonathon. April is 67 years old, whereas Jonathon is 28, resulting in a nearly 20-year age difference. I believe April was serious about finding love on Bachelor in Paradise, thus she would not have spent her time in a romance that would most likely end in failure. I've been a Bachelor franchise fan for over 2 decades, so I'm aware that the producers occasionally twist events to create a storyline. I wish the show had revealed the reality about April and Jonathon's relationship, which was more of a mentor-type arrangement. When April remarked that her guidance counselor instincts kicked in, it appeared that she was protective of Jonathon. I wish Bachelor in Paradise hadn't twisted April's remarks to make up a scenario for Jonathon. When he misinterpreted her, the producers could have displayed her true Peter Pan quip to demonstrate that she wasn't trying to flirt with him. However, I believe April made her thoughts plain during the rose ceremony by saving Jonathon, and it was a beautiful moment. April Kirkwood knew what she was walking into when she stepped onto the sands of Bachelor in Paradise. At 67, and having journeyed through the whirlwind of The Golden Bachelor with grace, she had no illusions about the younger cast or the game the show often played behind the scenes. What she didn't expect was that a single whimsical line, an homage to Peter Pan, no less, would be twisted into the season's most eyebrow-raising moment. It was a warm evening on the beach, just after the older contestants had arrived, when April found herself exchanging goodbyes with Jonathon Johnson. He was younger, charming, and had just finished an emotionally taxing run as the third-place finalist on Jen Tran's season of The Bachelorette. They hadn't spoken much, but April had always been intuitive. She could sense that beneath Jonathon's smile was a young man trying to figure out where he fit into the chaos of paradise. As April turned to leave, she offered him a line she had loved since childhood. "Second star to the right, straight on till morning," she began, but her voice trailed into something softer, something the cameras never fully captured. Maybe she mumbled it. Maybe she mispronounced star. Or maybe, just maybe, the producers edited it to fit the narrative they wanted. On screen, the caption read, "Second door on the right. If you need me." Cue Jonathon's stunned expression. He recounted the moment with wide eyes to Parisa Shifta and Brian Otts not long after. "I think April just propositioned me," he half whispered, half laughed, still unsure whether he should feel complimented or concerned. Parisa gasped. Brian raised an eyebrow. The whole moment was played for laughs, but the implications were clear. Was April making a move on someone nearly 40 years younger than her? The episode left fans speculating. Memes flooded Twitter. Instagram comment sections exploded. TikTok creators dissected every syllable. Some were outraged. Others were amused. But one thing was certain: April and Jonathon had become the talk of Bachelor in Paradise overnight. A week later, April sat down for an interview with Extra, posted directly to Instagram. She looked radiant in a flowing floral dress, her silver blonde hair shining in the sunlight. She didn't hold back. "I'll tell you," she said, smirking. "I didn't say what he heard. I was referring to something from Peter Pan. Second star to the right, straight on till morning. That's where you can find me." She shook her head, exasperated and amused. "When I saw that on screen, I was like, is that what he thought? Typical males. Men, men, men. I was going to spank him. Not in a positive way." Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.